Welcome to Stoichiometry shortcut class. Stoichiometry is one aspect of chemistry calculation that a lot of students have issues with. So in this video here, I want to show you shortcuts on how you can solve any stoichiometry calculation at all. So you want to stick to the end of this video, because by the end of this video here, I'll show you one thing, show what master every single thing under what stoichiometry was calculation. So you want to pay close attention. Make sure you have to pen, your notebook, and your calculator, so I can also solve with me as I show you. Do you understand? So let's look at what the first question on the board here. Please, if you are new here and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing to this channel here, because I create video on maths, chemistry, specifically for science students. Also produce content that actually helps students to develop and become better academically. So if any of this interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel here, so that whenever I drop any other video here, you will be notified. Do you understand? But if you don't subscribe, then you may never see my YouTube channel again. I lost forever. But I don't want you to lose my channel. I want to keep on seeing my videos, so that I can benefit from this YouTube channel, right? So look at what this question is. That how many grams of HBr, hydrogen bromide, would exactly be required to react with 2 grams of propane, right? So for any stoichiometry calculation here, you have to write a well-balanced chemical equation. Do you understand? Now, it's a question, the well-balanced chemical equation will be given to you, but it's a question, the balanced equation will not be given to you. Like from this question here, you are not giving what the balanced chemical equation. So what it simply means that you need to write a well-balanced chemical equation. And as a science student or as a chemistry student, you must know how to write and balance chemical equation. Do you understand? That is one of your duty. Do you understand? So solution. So our main mission here is to get a balanced chemical equation. It's that how many grams of hydrogen bromide will react with 2 grams of propane. So what is propane here? Propane is an alkyne group. Alkyne group, right? And the general molecular formula of the alkyne is CnH2n-2, right? Prop means 3 carbon, right? Prop means 3 carbon. So going to be, if you substitute 3 here, it's going to be C3H23 here, right? 2 times 3 is 6, minus 2 4. So here it's going to be what? C3H4. Do you understand? So this is what is the molecular formula for propane, right? So that is propane react with hydrogen chloride. No, hydrogen or bromide, right? So that is this guy you are seeing here, hydrogen bromide, C3H4 react with what? Hydrogen bromide, right? What is the product of the reaction here? This is called addition reaction. Now this is under organic chemistry, right? So you add 1 hydrogen here, you add 1 bromine here, right? How many hydrogen is here? 5. You add 1 hydrogen to it, you now become what? How many hydrogen is here? 4. You add 1 hydrogen to it, now become what? 5. So you have C3H5. Then you also add bromine to it. Be what? This is called addition reaction. You are adding what? HBr to this one here to get this. Just so if you look at it very well, the equation is balanced. This is a way balanced chemical equation. So for every stoichiometry calculation, you must therefore write this thing out. It's very important. Once I've got your well-balanced chemical equation, now the next thing you want to do here, you want to look at what you are being given. Right? If you look at it very well, the mass of propane was given to us. So mass of what? C3H4, which is what? 2 gram. Right? Now, what they say you calculate? They say you will calculate what? Mass, you can say gram, mass of what? HBr. So you have mass of what? HBr, right? What this issue you calculate in gram. Now, if you look at it very well, it's what? Mass to mass relationship. Do you understand? It's mass to mass relationship, and it's stoichiometric calculation here, because we have two different species, right? These 3 here, you have to know their relationship. How does this relate to this, right? In mole, here we have 1 mole, here we have 1 mole. That's 1 mole of this guy, react 1 mole of this guy here to produce 1 mole of this guy. Do you understand? Now, You can relate them in mole. You can also relate them in mass. Just and you can also relate them in mass. So now, because yeah, what is they give us mass of this guy here? We have to get the relationship of the mass of this one here to the mass of this guy here. Remember, the mole is very easy. 1 mole of this guy here for the mole is very easy. 1 mole of what C3H4 is equals to what 1 mole of what HB(RO). Do you see that? Now, but we're not using the mole. Why are we not using the mole here? We're going to talk about mass and mass, right? So you have to what know the mass of this guy here and the mass of this guy here. How many mass of this guy here react to mass of this guy here? How to use that here? It's very easy. The molar mass of this compound times the numbers of mole right there is equals to what to the molar mass of this compound here times what numbers of mole. Do you understand? Now, whenever you solve this question here, the atomic mass will be given to you. Do you understand? The atomic mass will be given to you. The atomic mass of hydrogen is what is 1. The atomic mass of bromine is what is 80, and the atomic mass of carbon is 12. Right there. So in the exam, all these parameters will be given to you. Just on the exam, all these parameters will be given to you, so you don't need to panic. JAMB always provide all these parameters here, right? Now let's get the molar mass of this compound here. If you look at the molar mass of this compound here, so molar mass C3H4 is what 12 times 3 plus what 1 times 4 is okay. 12 times 3, 12 times 3, yeah. 12 times 3, here we have 6 plus what 4, here we have what. Here we have 40 gram per mole. Do you see that? Now what about this one here? HB(RO) equals to what 1 times 1 plus what 80 times 1, right? We go to the 1 plus what 80, which is what 81 gram per mole. Now this one you need to know here. For the mole, right? 1 mole, the mole is very easy here. 1 mole of this equals to what 1 mole of the sign. 1 mole of C3H4 reacts with what 1 mole. That is 1 mole equals to 1 mole, right? But for the mass, you also need to understand what the mass. Now, the mass is very easy. The molar mass times the numbers of moles. What is the molar mass of this compound here? We calculate it to be 40. How many moles do you have here? 1. 1 times 40 is 40. So it would be 40 gram of what C3H4 is equals to here. And now, what is molar mass of what? Hydrogen bromide. Molar mass of hydrogen bromide is 81. How many moles do you have here? 1. Right? So 1 times 81 is going to be what? 81 gram of what? Hydrogen bromide. Do you see that? Now, yeah, this is what is the reacting mole. This is what is the reacting mass. It is the reacting mass we are going to focus our attention on. Just and it is what is the reacting mass. So now, since we have written for out here, you now need only one step. Just that we only need one step. If you check it very well, let me just write the word balance mass at here. Let me just write the way they are being related in what in mass. So what 40 gram of what of C3H4 is equals to what 81 gram of what of HB(RO), right? Now I know some of you will say in the exam, how will I solve all these things under 1 minute here? Now the main reason why it's taking time to solve this thing here, because I'm actually explaining to you. Now once you understand this step, master what I'm teaching here, now this calculation will be much easier for you in the examination. Just so now if I see this kind of question here, this question will not take me up to 60 seconds. I'm done with it. Just but the reason why it's taking me time because I'm actually explaining it to you, right? So if you check it very well, now the mass of C3H4 was given to me to be 2 grams. So we're going to do 2 grams of what C3H4 is equals to this is what they say you look for, right? We don't know this guy here. So the idea is to make this guy solve the formula here, right? So now this thing here you are seeing here, you can also say here's what all over, here's what all over equals to. So I can make this guy solve the formula. So the goal is to make S solve formula here. So if you make S the solving formula, you're going to go X equals to what? 20 gram of what? C3H4 times what? 81 gram of what? HB what? Arrow over what? 40 gram of what? C3H4, right? Find out this guy will cancel out this guy here, right? So we're going to do 2 times 81 divided by 40. So let's use our calculator. You have 4.05. So you have what? 4.05 what gram, right? 4.05 gram. You also send out 4.1 gram. So the option is what is B. This that. So with this approach here, it's very easy. When I see a question like this, the first thing I want to do here is what? Write out a well-balanced chemical equation. Do you understand? So from the parameters given to you, that way you now know what their relationship. Here's what mass what relationship. Do you understand? From there now you relate then arrive at this one here. Please, if you understand the first question, as I have just solved, leave at the comment section that you understand what the first question. I really want to hear from you. Do you understand? So let's move to the second question like this, so that you can understand it better. But if, for example, here I change this value here. Now let me just say, yeah, this value is what? 3.8 gram, right? Go ahead, pause the video, go ahead and solve it for me. Just I really want to master it. Go ahead and solve this question for me, right? Leave the answer at the comment section. Now most men have bad habits, and the majority of you watching this video will not do it. Now, that is what is a bad habit. Whenever you are watching a video and a question is being given to you to solve, try as much as possible to pause the video and solve it. Now, by the time you are solving, that is when you understand this thing better, right? You don't understand this thing better, you don't understand this thing when I'm solving or when you're learning. The only way you learn faster is by what? Solving questions. So this is the reason why I've changed what the value 3.8 gram, right? Solve it and leave the word at the comment section. Let's move to what second question. The second question here on stoichiometry, very important here. Now this is a little bit different for the one, but it follow the same pattern. So I want to pay close attention here. So instead of the reaction, look at the reaction here, right? So you can see that this question gave us the reaction straight. So the question is the reaction is being given to us. So we don't need to what balance a chemical reaction again because that already be given to us, right? So calculate the volume of nitrogen, right? This nitrogen that will be produced at STP from 3.2 gram of this compound here, right? Very easy. So how do you solve this thing here? Therefore, let's write out what the balanced chemical equation. Let's write what this balanced chemical equation first. So let's write what the balanced chemical equation, which is what? NH4 NO2, right? Give now what? N2 plus what? 2H2O, right? So this is what the balanced equation, right? I'll be given here, right? So you have to calculate the volume of what? Of N2. When the mass of this guy was given to us, if you look at the company, the mass of what? NH4 NO2 was given to us. So that's that mass of what? NH4 NO2 is equals to what? 3.2 gram, right? So volume of what N2 produce is what? What you are looking for. It will be what in dm cube or what liter, right? So if you check it very well, it's going to be mass to volume what relationship? Mass of this guy and volume of this guy here, right? Because why? Why is it mass to volume relationship here? It is mass to volume relationship because why? The mass of this guy is given to us. We have been asked to calculate the volume of this guy as this as that, right? So remember, you have to write out what the balance relationship. For the mole, here we have 1 mole of this guy plus what 1 mole of this guy, right? But I'm not talking about mole, right? They're talking about the mass of this guy here and the volume of this guy here. So how do we equate them together here? The molar mass of this compound here times 1 is equal to what? Now when it comes to what gas is here, one mole of any gas here is equal to 2.4 dmq. So 1 mole, what you want to put in your mind that 1 mole of any gas is equal to 2.4 dmq of the gas. Do you understand? You have to what takes it down here. 1 mole of any gas is always equal to 2.4 dm cube of that gas. Do you understand? since we need the mass of this guy here, we have to calculate molar mass of this compound here. So now, what you need to understand here is that the atomic mass of each of the elements will be given to us. Nitrogen is what is 14, hydrogen is what is 1, oxygen is what is 16. Do you see that? Nitrogen is 14, hydrogen is 1, oxygen is 16. That I want you to put in your mind. Hope you understand. So the next thing we want to do here, please pay close attention here. Next one to do here, let's calculate molar mass of this guy here. So molar mass of what? Molar mass of NH4NO2 is what? 14 times 1, right? Plus 1 times 4 plus 14 times 1 plus 16 times 2. Right? 16 times 2. Let's calculate it very well. 14 plus 4 plus 14 plus 16 times 2, here we have what? 32. So let's add them together here. 14 plus 4 plus 14 plus 32, here we have what? 64 gram per mole. This will not be what? Because this times here, how many moles you have here? Here we have what? 1 mole, right? 64 times 1 mole is what? Is 64, right? So that would be what? 64 gram of what? NH4NO2, right? Equals to. Now here is the volume we are calculating for. Just and 1 mole of any gas is equal to 2.4 dm³ of that gas. Now because they say volume here, 1 mole of any gas equals to 2.4 dm³ of that gas here. So that's going to be 1 times 2.4 dm³, right? So that's going to be 2.4 dm³ of what? And 2, right? So if you check very well, we are looking for the volume of this guy here, and they gave us what? 3.2 gram of what? NH4NO2, right? So if you check it very well here, you can equate two of them together, right? You can just say equal all over, then equals to. Hope you understand. It's very easy. So when you make the formula here, you have X equals what? 3.2 gram of what? NH4NO2 is times what? 2.4 dm³ of what? N2 over what? 64 gram of what? NH4NO2. What happened here? This one will cancel this one here. So here we have what? 3.2 times 2.4 divided by what? Divided by 64. Here we have 1.12. So volume of what N2 produced is equal to what? 1.12 dm³. Right there. So the answer is what? Is D. The answer is what? Is D. You can see how easy it is, right? So now let me change the value here. Let us say here we have what? 16.8 gram, right? What will be the answer? Go ahead and solve this one and leave it at the comment section. So now let's look at what this third question. Let's look at what this third question here. Now this third question is a little bit complex, but it's still the same here. Just pay close attention. I'll be explaining to you. At STP, how many liters of hydrogen will be obtained from the reaction 500 cm³ of 0.5 molarity H2SO4 with excess metal? This is the what? This is the what? Is the what? Equation here, right? Zinc reacts with what? Sulfuric acid to produce what? Zinc 2 sulfate. Then hydrogen gas what will involve, right? So the question are already given to us, right? So they're asking the mass of this compound, the mass of this compound produced, right? So the volume of this compound produced here, the volume of what? Of this acid produced here. If you check very well, they gave me what? The molarity of what? H2XO4 is what? Is 0.5 what? Molarity, right? Now they gave us the volume of what? Solution. Volume of solution is what? Is 500 what? cm³. Right there. Now when I have molarity and volume, the volume must be in what? In dm³, right? So you guys, you are converting what? cm³ to what? To dm³. Do you understand? So here we have 500 cm³. You have to convert to dm³. Now, when I answer the question, I now you see molarity, I now see dm cube. You have to convert that dm cube to what? You see cm cube, you have to convert that cm cube to dm cube. How do you do that? By dividing by 1000. If you divide by 1000, you have what? 0.5 watts, 0.5 watts dm cube, right? Now, we need to calculate the mass of this guy that undergo the reaction. From the question we have been solving here, the mass is given to us straight, right? But here, the mass was not given to us straight. What does that tell you? From this value you are seeing here, you have to calculate the mass of H2SO4, right? So how do you calculate the mass of H2SO4? Now, whenever you are calculating mass of H2SO4, first you have to calculate the molar mass of this compound here. So let's calculate molar mass of what? H2SO4. Molar mass of what? H2SO4. The main reason why we are calculating molar mass here is because we are going to use it in calculating what? The molarity of what? The mass of what? H2SO4. Do you understand? So you have what? 1 times 2 plus what? 32 times 1 plus what? 16 times 4. Is it okay? So we're going to do what? 2 plus 32 plus 60 times 4. For you have 64. Right? 64 plus 32 plus 2. You have what? 98 gram per watt per mole. 98 gram per watt per mole. Right? So which one can you use here? Remember, if you want my video on more concept calculation here, there's a formula that says what? Molarity of the compound is equal to what? Mass of the compound over what? The volume times what? Molar mass. So this is the formula you are going to what? Make use of. Right there. This is the formula you are going to what? Make use of here. So if you want make mass the same formula here, mass is equal to what? The molarity times molar mass times volume. These are things you need to what? Know. Just these are things you need to know here. So here we go got what? Mass of what? H2SO4 is equal to what? The molarity is what? 0.5. 0.5 times, right? Yeah, the molar mass is what? Is 98 times, right? The volume, what is volume? Volume is what? 0.5, right? So 0.5 times 98 times 0.5. What do you have? You have 24.5 gram. Do you understand? So in the sense that you have used all these values here to get out your mass, right? And it is mass that is what is the main thing. Now, once you have got your mass here, then don't no longer need all these things again. So wipe them out. Do you understand? Hope you understand what I'm doing here. Mass of what? H2SO4 now is now what? 24.5 gram, right? Now remember, when they say you calculate, so when they say you calculate, they say you calculate the volume of H2 produced. So volume of what? H2 is okay. Hope you understand. So in the sense that our relationship is going to be mass to volume what relationship, right? Remember, the mass of this guy here is going to be what? 98 times 1, right? So the mass to volume relationship is very easy here. So what is the molar mass of this guy here? Molar mass of this one is 98, right? Times 1 here. Do you understand? So it's going to be what? 98 gram of what? Of H2SO4 equals to what? Now let's look for the volume here because they are asked to work calculate the volume, right, at STPL. Remember, one mole of any gas equals to 2.4 dmK of that gas, right? So here we have 1. So the volume is going to be 1 times 2.4 dmQ. This is going to be what? 2.4 dmQ. This is that. Now remember, they gave what the mass of this compound here, which is what? 24.5 gram of what? H2SO4 equals to, right? X. Do you understand? So remember, once you get this one here, you just have to make S the solid formula here. Just so if you make S the solid formula here, based on what you have done here, right? If you should remove this one like this and say equals to here over, so then I'm making S the solid formula here. So my X is going to be what? 24.5 gram of what? H2XO4 times what? 22.4 dm cube over what? 98 gram of what? H2XO4. Right? So this will cancel out from here. So what are you going to get? So what are you going to get? You're now going to get 24.5 times 22.4 divided by what? 98. So we have 5.6. So we have what? 5.6 what? dm cube, right? So these are ways you can use, you can solve problem under what stoichiometry. Do you understand? I believe you should be able to what? Solve problem under this one here. Now, if I change value here, let's say here is what? 600, and here I have 0.8 molarity. It's okay. I want you to pause this video here and solve this thing. Drop your answer at the comment section. Please, if you are not subscribed to this channel here, please kindly hit the subscribe button so that whenever I drop any other video like this in math, chemistry, and physics, you will not miss out. All this video is helpful. Please give it a like, and if this video is helpful, leave a comment section. Kindly share with your friends too. Just thanks for watching, and see you in my next class.